Lilian Nganga, new Mrs. Giuliani, is now coming at podcasters, and she's like, you guys need to get your facts right. Now, previously we had highlighted Moafrika and his podcast, and we were like, look at this man doing such good work. You know, he was talking about his daddy issues, his traumas, and how he's dealing with that, and how he's fixing that, and how he's healing. And we were so proud of him, you know, because how rare is it to see a podcast where they're not talking about how women are toxic, you know? A woman should do this, a woman should do this. So it was very refreshing, the kind of content he was putting out. He was all about empowering men, you know, and healing and whatsoever. However, he decided to flip the script. Him and his partner, DJ Zach, on their podcast decided to have an episode, and the tagline was, what Alfred Mutua should have asked Lilian Nganga before giving her hotel shares, which is very inaccurate given that they did start the company together. It's not like Alfred Mutua decided to give her 50% of the company, you know. They came into this business together. They have 50-50 stake. They actually have a loan together, which they are both, you know, paying for. So no one was doing anybody a favor. But however, they were painting a light that she was being given a handout, you know, and she was fighting for something that she had been given. When in real sense, this man had actually illegally snatched her shares, you know, and just, you know, kicked her out. It wasn't fair. And, you know, instead of highlighting all of this and saying, you know, justice for Lilian, you know, do something for her. And she has been very drama-free. She's been enjoying her pregnancy. She's been glowing. She's not being, you know, in the news, spreading rumors, doing this and this and this and this. So for you guys to call her out from the peaceful place she was in, just glowing and doing her own thing, and now you're putting it out here like she was a gold digger, which she was not. However, Lilian said, no one gave me part of the hotel. It is a 50-50 limited company. Very sad if you are fathers to girls. Shame on you. Her lawyer, Philip Mugo, went ahead to explain, I call for criminal investigation in this serious offense, referring to the fact that Alfred Mutua had taken away her shares illegally. Now, podcasters, what do you think about these people? Well, they don't have censorship, first of all, because you cannot censor them. That's like free speech, you know. You just can't tell this person, you can't talk about me. So what is the remedy for this? Do we just sue everyone who talks about us? Okay. It is very expensive also.
It is. Litigation in all senses is always expensive, and it is a very trying process altogether because you might not get the results that you want at the end of the day. But let's talk about the facts here. The two people who are liable for giving us answers are the two, Moafrika and his co-host on this particular podcast, simply because they didn't do their research, or at least they tried to have a conversation out of context and tried to make it trendy or catchy by throwing one person under the bus. And unfortunately, they threw the wrong person under the bus. Also, let's talk about this. We are now referring to her as Lilian Nganga Owino. Oh, she is in blissful wedding glow, and y'all are trying to bring her out to fight you? Are you serious? It is really hilarious to see that she is still fighting for her rights. I love the fact that she's always showing us that, you know, due process and due course can get you what you need. And she's very slow and quiet about her moves. She's very slow and quiet about how she actually deals with things. But when someone tries to come at her, she will come out and she will try and bite you back. So let's be a little bit more research. I feel like it's great to be out here and entertaining. We all want entertainment, especially during this period of, like, you know, elections. Are just like, ugh, anybody got time to sit down and watch a whole news segment about every political leader? We already are fighting people who are, you know, unleashing music with politicians on YouTube. We're like, what's going on? That clouty bees, what's going on? However, we would like to see a little bit more research with what you present to us in your podcasts, in your shows, on your YouTube channels. Give us more. Just give us something. I want to have facts and figures such that when I'm quoting you, I'm actually quoting relevant facts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As opposed to, I take your information, which is already misconstrued, then I feed it to someone else in a misconstrued version with my bias attached, and then it keeps going. This is a ripple effect of people adding biases and opinions to facts that do not exist to begin with. These are all fallacies. So let's get serious with this research, okay?